Analyze the process of extracting copper to account for the imperfect yield percentage, which is inevitable for all extraction processes. Okay, so this question is asking a lot of you, but all it's saying is look at the process of extracting copper and account for why we don't get perfect copper yield percentages. Why don't we get 100% copper out when we try to use this extraction process? Well, the yield of copper is not 100% because there's a loss of copper during milling, as not all copper is skimmed off the top. So during the froth flotation step, when we skim the copper off the top of the water, so if you have no idea what I'm talking about, just look back on the copper extraction video and you'll understand. But when you skim the copper off the top, you may lose some of it, or you may not get all of it. So that's one part that adds to this 100% yield that we can't get. Smelting processes do not cause all the copper to react. Some reactants or products are lost via vaporization due to extremely high temperatures. So even though it's a metal, the extremely high temperatures mean we do get some metal vapors, and so we do lose some copper when we do this smelting process. So when we heat it in the oxygen to remove the sulfur, again, if you don't understand, look back on the copper video. So we lose some via vaporization, and not all of the copper will react, simply because the surface area may not be perfectly tuned for that, or the surface may have, corroded a little bit and it's protecting the inner layers. So we need to find a way to deal with that. Okay, so the smelting process isn't 100% either. Copper 1 oxide then reacts with the unreacted copper sulfide to produce pure copper with sulfur dioxide. Eventually there will be not enough unreacted material to continue the loop. So eventually we run out of unreactive to reactive copper. The reaction may be too slow and completion may be economically not viable. So some reactions don't happen fast enough, so we may not bother, and so we lose some of the copper simply because it's too hard to get that last percentage out. And side reactions where reactants form secondary unwanted products. This happens a lot actually, this one. In lots of different reactions, you get side products which actually stop us from getting what we actually want. And all of these contribute a small amount to the process, but they all contribute a small amount, and so that's why we can never quite get 100%. Okay, so that's